Hi, I'm Anthony Curtis from LasVegasAdvisor.com. This Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, and there's a lot of information out about how to bet and what to do and the proposition bets and everything that's going to be going on. I'm going to talk about three things that you might not see someplace else. You can go all kinds of places to find out about the odds and so forth. I'm going to talk about two of the interesting proposition bets and then something a little bit different at the end. So number one, the length of the National Anthem. Now this is something that you can't bet in U.S. books for the most part. At least you can't bet it in Las Vegas. Not sure what's going on around the country with things changing, but you can bet it offshore. Even if you don't bet it, it's kind of fun to watch. It's a good way to kick off the game. So this year we're going to have Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan. I think some sort of a melding of country and western and hip hop. And the number on them is over or under 1 minute and 59 seconds. So that's what we're talking about. How long does it take this duo to sing the National Anthem? A little bit of statistics for you. The average length of the anthem is 1 minute and 56 seconds. For all the time that it's been sung at the Super Bowl, it's been 156. So this one goes a little bit higher at 159. The longest ever was Alicia Keys, who went 2 minutes and 35 seconds. The shortest ever was Jewel, who went 1 minute and 27 seconds. She had somewhere to go, I guess. Billy Joel kind of went very close, 1 minute and 30 seconds. I know Billy Joel had something to do. The last duet was Aretha Franklin and Aaron Neville way back in Super Bowl 40, and they went 2 minutes and 9 seconds. So, you know, I mean, if you want to bet this, if you're able to bet this, if you've got an offshore account, you might want to look at the over on this one. Everything seems to be leaning toward that. But even if you don't bet it, this thing is just fun to watch. I always just take out my phone, and when it starts, I click the stopwatch part of it, and I watch it, and even if I don't have a bet, I'm sweating it. It's just fun. I mean, you know, you make a bet in your head. It's important to remember that you don't start when the music starts. You start with the first word, and you end with the last word. All right? And it should be somewhere right around 2 minutes. Again, remember that 1 minute and 59 seconds is the over-under. All right, number two. Another bet, maybe the best, most fun bet you can make of all the propositions, is the player to score the last touchdown. Now there's, you know, hundreds of props out there, but this is the one that lasts throughout the whole game. For example, Westgate has put up 18 different players with different odds. These odds range from 7-1 on Travis Kelce, 7-1 also on Tyreek Hill, all the way to 30-1 on Tom Brady. There's also a bet on the field. Now, the thing that makes this a really good bet is that you're in action from the beginning to the end, because a touchdown can be scored at any time. So even if your guy has not scored last, there's still a chance he will. And if you've got the guy who scored the last touchdown, you're in a huge sweat, hoping that somebody else doesn't score it. 2 years ago, the score was, I believe it was 13-3, and there was one touchdown scored in the entire game. Last year, there were 6 touchdowns scored. So this can go any way. Now, you don't have to bet it to have fun with this. This is a prop bet that you can have fun with at home. Just get a friend or a relative and take a look at all the key players. Make sure you have the field in there and take turns picking a team. Pick your own team, make a $5, $10 bet between the two of you, and you can have that bet against one another, and it'll take you right to the end. It's, believe me, you'll have fun with this one. All right, the third one. I'm going to talk about what might be the biggest bet of the Super Bowl. I'm not sure yet, but there's a very good chance that it could be done by a guy known as Mattress Mack. Mattress Mack owns a furniture store called Galaxy Furniture in Houston, Texas. A couple of years ago, he had a promotion where if the Houston Astros won the World Series, everybody got their money back. All right, so what he did is he came and he contacted me and a partner of mine named Frank B. and asked us to help him hedge that promotion, meaning that if the Astros were to win, he wanted a lot of bet on Houston to be able to cover the money that he had to give back for furniture sales. This was pretty fun. I mean, we did this. We spent 47 days putting down this hedge for him. We bet over $20 million for Mac. You can read all about it at LasVegasAdvisor.com in our blog called Mattress Mack and the Astros Hedge. But he did it again this year for the Super Bowl. And this time, all of his customers have Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Mattress Mack is going to be making a bet somewhere between $2 and $3 million on Tampa Bay plus 3.5. The reason for this is that if Kansas City can win the game, but not by 4 or more, Mack could win both ways. He won't have to give back his furniture money, and he'll win the 3.5 on the spread. So if you want to be rooting for or against a guy like that who's got a lot of balls to make this kind of a deal for his customers, Mattress Mack will probably have a bet of about 3.5 million going on the Tampa Bay Bucks, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the biggest out there. Finally, if you're in town and you want to watch the game, it's going to be a little different this year. We aren't going to be having the big Super Bowl parties because of COVID. There'll be some going around, but they'll be mostly probably the big-time VIPs, a lot of social distancing. The best bet is to hit a bar or to hit one of the sports books. They're going to be hopping. They're always going crazy. Yes, there'll be some distancing, but they're going to be going nuts. As for me, I'll be at one of them. I'll be the guy with the Heineken. See you there.